I thought that I would do a night routine, like a shower routine type of video. I'm going to, this is not what I do every single time, obviously, because I'm going to use a treatment in my hair. I'm going to use the Roots treatment, which I have used before and I really like it. And a face mask. I use the hair treatment every 2 weeks, and I use the face mask once a week. The only thing that I'm not going to do is use a body scrub, because I have a kitten. I adopted, as you know, Bruce, and whenever they're really young, their claws are really sharp, and it's just not a good idea to use a scrub. So, but the scrub I do like to use on my body is called Scrub by LUSH. It's a really nice smell and it has charcoal in it, so you can also tell what parts of your body have the scrub on them, what parts don't. So I'm going to do my shower routine, just not shower routine, but just night routine, and I'll show you the products that I use and my thoughts on them and stuff like that. So I'm going to position you now, that way you can see, and then I will talk to you through the products as I use them. Not the most flattering angle, but it's an angle. So I'm going to use the Roots hair treatment first. I've used this 3 times now. I filmed my Lush haul quite about 3 weeks ago, but it hasn't uploaded yet. This one will be, of course, uploaded after that, because I do like to pre-record my videos. But I put my hair up in a ponytail, take a little bit, and I kind of massage it into my scalp. And I put my hair up at first so I can get the back of my scalp, because obviously that part's really hard to get to because I have very long hair. Then after that I take the elastic down and then use the rest of it in my hair in the middle and stuff. But this, I thought whenever I first saw it, it's gonna be used up very quickly, but in actual fact, because it's just going in your scalp really and in the roots of your hair, you don't actually use a lot of it. So it all just depends. And what I like about this in particular is the fact that it makes your hair tingle, so you can tell what parts of your scalp have the treatment and what parts don't have the treatment. So that's fantastic, because kind of course when you're using a hair treatment, it's going to be difficult to see because you can't look at the back of your head unless someone's doing it for you. I got my grandmother the same exact thing, but the difference is I put it in her hair for her so I can see. But with me, you can't obviously tell because it's just me and I can't look at the back of my head, and my grandmother won't know what she's looking for. So I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna take my hair down. Bruce is here. I thought I heard fizzling. So take my hair down. Doesn't matter if I get some residue, because it's just gonna get washed off anyway. But I do brush my hair before I apply this. It's always a good idea to brush your hair before you shower, especially if you have oily hair or long hair. And I really massage that into my scalp and my roots. I just leave that on for about 30 minutes or so. I look kind of like a lion, don't I? Okay, so while that is doing its thing, this is what it looks like after. So I didn't really use a lot of it. It does smell incredibly minty. More spearmint than peppermint. Now I'm going to use the Jade Ruler. I've already done a first impression of this, As you can see, it melted. This is like 1.5 bars of the Jade Ruler, but I'm a little bit annoyed that it melted, but like this much. But I'm not surprised because it is incredibly soft product. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of it, massage it into my palms of my hands. But I do really like this stuff. What I ended up doing differently in comparison to my first impressions is I don't use my tea tree water toner with this, because I noticed that whenever I used this product, my redness would go away on my cheeks. But as soon as I sprayed on tea tree water toner, it would kind of come back a bit. Not as much as it did prior, but it would still show up. And so I thought, well, this already has a built-in toner in it anyway. Whenever you use a, the face cloth, it has rose water and vinegar inside of it, and so that acts as a toner. And I noticed that's incredibly different. So I will be trying out the Dark Angels really soon, whenever this is all gone. But yep, I'm just gonna wash my face for about 2 minutes. I need to wash my face for about another minute. I've been washing my face for 2 minutes at a time now since changing my skin routine, and it's really helped. I think it's because it gives the cleanser a chance to actually cleanse the skin. While if you're just washing your face for 30 seconds and you notice that the cleanser's not working, it might not be the cleanser, it might just be you're not washing your face long enough, and that's what had happened to some of my other cleansers as well. So it's really lovely. When it comes from a price standpoint, the little tabs are £5 each. The Dark Angels for 250 grams of product. No. Yeah, 250 grams of product is around $22.50. Okay, that seems like a lot. Also, I think 100 grams is £9, which seems like a lot, but I think because the Jade Ruler melts a lot, it's probably going to work a lot. In the long run, it's going to be cheaper, while short run, the Jade Ruler will be good. So it'd be good that I have two different two different cleansers. That way if I'm trying to save up or save money or whatnot, I can go for the Jade Ruler. If I can splurge, I can go for the Dark Angels. But both of these are for oily skin, okay? I have oily hair, thick, oily hair, and I have oily skin. So if you don't have that, I don't think these will work for you. They might, but you just never know. So I'm going to not rinse my face, but dampen a face cloth, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I don't actually have a face cloth, so I'm just going to use this really small towel. And this is the toner. I'm actually surprised how well the cleanser has worked on my skin, because it is it's a balm, so it's really heavy on the oil. And heavy on the oil mixed with oily skin, you know, you think that they don't work, but they actually do. For me anyway, they do. I do have a spot right here. Now, the first time I actually did the first impressions, I had a spot on my cheek, right? It wasn't an actual spot, it was a midgie bite. I thought it was a spot, and my grandmother thought it was too, and some of my friends thought it was a spot, but it's not. It was a midgie bite, because it was itching like mad, and it never actually, you know, acted the way a spot would. But even that helped. So now I'm going to use my favourite mask, the Mask of Magnanimity. I do have the cup of coffee one, but if I had to choose between the two of them, I would choose the Mask of Magnanimity. Both of them work really well. It just depends on your own preferences. If you like thicker masks, I have a self-preserving one, keep that in mind. If you like thicker masks, go for the Mask of Magnanimity. If you like softer masks, both of them have exfoliants in them. Cup of Coffee has ground coffee, of course, and some cocoa powder and all that stuff. And this has, I think, grounded dookie beans. Yep. So this one's a lot softer, it's not as abrasive. And the smell, it kind of smells like the Cupcake Fresh face mask. So it's all to do really with the smell, the texture, how scrubby you like it to be, and the consistency. Also, I do find that this doesn't dry because it is so thick. So the whole entire time you're sitting there for about 30 minutes maximum, I will leave this on for, you will smell the mint. But with the Cup of Coffee, because it dries in, even though the Cup of Coffee is the strongest smell, because it dries in, you don't notice it. So that would be another factor. If you don't like smell going all up in your nose, even though the Mask of Magnanimity is a softer smell, it will be there. So that is what I'm going to do. So I am going to wait for 30 minutes, and then I will talk you through everything that I used. In the shower, out of the shower, all that stuff. So I will get back to you. Bye in 30 minutes. So I decided to show you my products before I entered the shower. That way, like my in-shower products, that way I can just put them back in and then shower and all that stuff. So as soon as I go into the shower, the first thing I do is rinse off my mask with the coolest water possible, because if it's really hot, my skin will go red no matter what, because it's hot water and your skin and your face don't mix, because the skin in your face is a lot softer. Then rinse off my roots hair treatment, and then I use my I Love Juicy shampoo. I adore this stuff so much. It's a fantastic product for oily hair. It does say to wash your hair with it twice, but I find that it works a lot better in this heat. Anyway, for twice. If it's in the winter time, then once is definitely enough. I wouldn't wash my hair twice with this in the winter time because it will make it really dry. But what I do is I just wash my scalp. I don't touch my ends because my ends don't need it. If you have a lot of, if you use a lot of product in your hair, then yeah, you would want to use a little bit of shampoo. But whenever you're rinsing your hair out anyway, the shampoo from your scalp will rinse anything off your ends. But the smell of this is it's an incredibly thick formula. It smells like, to me, like salty pineapple and papaya and passion fruit kiwi. Really, really tropical. And whenever I didn't use this one this time because there's no need, but this is the American Cream Conditioner. Again, I adore this stuff. Whenever I use the Roots Conditioner, I don't use this because there's no need. But on every other time I wash my hair, I do use this. This is a really sweet, white chocolatey, vanilla type of smell. It's a very thin conditioner. And even though I have thick hair, it does a really good job of not weighing it down and not making it really oily. I don't use this in my scalp in the slightest. Never, ever, ever. I use this on my ends, and my hair smells like this for about up to a week. So I really enjoy this. It works like a charm. Then I would wash my body. And tonight, because it's nighttime, I use the Sleepy body lotion, body shower gel. There we go. This stuff I enjoy as well. The smell is so strong in the shower, really comforting. Sleep inducing, it's really, really well done. I enjoy it a lot. I do have a bigger bottle of this for backup because Sleep and I don't really have a good relationship, so I use the Sleepy. And then if I'm not asleep, then I use Plum Rain, which is in there. Plum Rain is really, really thick shower gel. I enjoy it. It smells like plums. It's really juicy, lathers really well. So does the Sleepy body lotion, the Sleepy shower gel, but the Sleepy shower gel is a little bit more of a creamy lather, while Plum is definitely thicker. And after that, I scrub my body. This time I didn't. I'm not going to be scrubbing my body for a while because I am covered in cat scratches with them climbing on me. Theo, my older one, if I'm doing anything, if I'm filling up her litter tray, I'll bring her litter tray in here. Both of the litter trays are in my room at the moment until they are old enough. She is old enough, but he's not. And I need to keep an eye on both of them, making sure. So whenever they're older, whenever they're both big boys and big girls, they're going to come in here. And they're going to poop and they're going to eat in the bathroom instead of in my room. But anytime I'm doing anything, even if it's just feeding them or doing anything, she will climb from my foot up my back onto my shoulder. So I have so many cat scratches. But I have the scrub. And this is a body scrub. So what it looks like. It's really thick. Kind of looks like sludge. But it smells like blackcurrant. It is wonderful. No, not blackcurrant. Blackberry. It smells more like blackcurrant to me. It smells like the Sweetie Pie shower jelly. But it works incredibly well. It's very fine. It's almost like sugar. Like brown sugar. I'm not sure if brown sugar is an ingredient in this. No, fine sea salt. It feels more like really thick brown sugar. It's not very abrasive. I'm not a big fan of really abrasive anything, really. Especially like when it comes to the in-shower body butters. I'm not a big fan of those. It's just not something that I enjoy. I'd rather have them separate, and this is a pretty good product. I haven't used this a lot to actually say whether or not I would repurchase it, but with American Cream, I Love Juicy, Sleepy, the Jade Ruler, and the Mask and Magnum Minty, definitely. Then I'll wash my lady parts with this stuff. This is Friend Fresh. This is fragrance free. Do not use any soap. You know what I mean. Body soap on down there. Do not use fragrance. I don't know why feminine hygiene products are even scented. They shouldn't be scented. You should not put anything scented down in your vagina. Nowhere near it. A lot of people don't really know a lot. Hey, hello! A lot of people don't really know too much about feminine hygiene. They think that scented means, you know, it's great, or they wash themselves wrong. For instance, a lot of people will squirt water directly inside of them, and that's not a good idea. You should be squirting water around your labia, your clitoris, all that stuff, not your vagina, which is internal. Not the entire thing's not a vagina. What's internal is the vagina. You shouldn't be doing that because that can cause yeast infections and smells and everything like that. And you may think it's an STD, or it's, you know, you're just dirty, when in reality you're washing yourself too much because you do have microbes in there. And if you wash them away, they start to create more, and they're good microbes. It's like if you wash your hair too much and you have oily hair, your hair is going to get oilier because it's trying to compensate. So I use this, but I only use this maybe every other day, and then, you know, regularly I just use water, and it works for me. If I use this every other day, I notice that she gets unhappy with me. So, you know, do whatever works for you, but really make sure that you're washing yourself right, and you're washing the right parts, because some parts don't need washed. Your vagina and the eye are the only two self-cleaning organs in the body, and treat your vagina like you would your eye. You wouldn't wash your eyes out with soap. You'd wash your eyes out with water. Treat that the same way. You should be treating the outside area with soap and water. Unscented soap and water. And the final thing that I'm going to talk about is this cup of coffee face mask, because I have used this but I haven't really talked about it. I do enjoy this one. It's perfect in the morning. It's a lot thicker in the pot than it is on the face. It's really strong, really rich and chocolatey and coffee, but it's a little bit abrasive. But I do still, it's not abrasive to the point where my skin is being torn. It's not like a walnut type of thing, where I think like years ago I used a Superdrug face scrub and had walnut in it, not knowing that it fucked up your skin. It's not one of those types of fucked up your skin, but it is a little bit rougher. So be really gentle with this one. In comparison to the Mask of Magnanimity, that's why I use the Mask of Magnanimity one more. But overall, I do like both, but if I had to pick, I would choose the Mask of Magnanimity over this one. But both of them are the same price, so that is a cup of coffee. I do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to jump in the shower and do everything, and then I'll show you what I use whenever I get out of the shower. Okay, now that my hair is all dry, I'm going to show you what I do whenever I get out of the shower. So I have my deodorant. This is a Sanex sensitive deodorant because I have sensitive underarms. Really love this stuff. Kind of smells like the vanilla body butter from the Body Shop. Really enjoy it and it works for me. Then I have the Tea Tree Water Toner. And I only use this if I'm after anything that's not the Jade Ruler, because the Jade Ruler has a built-in toner. So there's no point in having a toner and then using a toner on top. So use that a little bit. Wait for it to dry. While this dries, I usually brush my teeth. But I'm going to brush my teeth off camera because that's weird to brush your teeth on camera. But, and then the next is moisturizer. When it comes to moisturizers, the first one, if it's during the day, is the Enzymion. This one is really thick and very mattifying and brightening. It smells a lot like lemon and I really like it. And then at night time, so the one I'm going to be using now is this one by Superdrug. This is Tea Tree. This is a lot thinner and it has, of course, tea tree and peppermint oil. And I think it's really, really nice for the evening, even though a lot of people do like to go for the thicker moisturizers during the day, like nighttime. I prefer them during the day. And then because I need it, I'm going to use some of this Grease Lightning. I don't use this every single time. So I'm going to use this right here and right here. And the final step is, if I'm going outside, sunscreen. So that is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. Thank you for watching, thank you for following, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everybody. Say hello. You wanna say hello? Gonna say hello? Hi, me man. Hi, me man. He's like, where have you been? He's getting a lot better with being held, like a lot better. Aren't you, me man? Oh, me son.